If you want to reach your goals, then you need to shut up and stop talking about your goals. Hey, it's Lucas Grobot, and you're listening to Weaver and Loom. Welcome to episode 86 of Weaver and Loom, and we are at part 3 of a 10-part series on my new book that is coming out on October 3rd, 2019, Anchored: The Discipline to Stop Drifting. Now, even though I say that it is my new book, really, I have been working on this book for 6 years. That's right. This book is 6 years in the making, and it came out of the time when we first moved here to the Khalij, to the Middle East, and it was quite the trying time for me and my family and my wife and my young son. And it was a formative time too. And it was so many things that I had propped up in my life to give me a sense of my identity, who I was, where I was going, the things I was going to achieve, and how I was on a skyrocket, track to success. Those all kind of crumbled. And I began to realize that so much of my life was it was a facade, or maybe not a facade, but really it was ordered in a way to please the people around me, to look good to other people. And because of that, I was actually drifting through life. I wasn't achieving what I was setting out to. I wasn't achieving what I wanted to achieve. I had the lists. I was busy. I was always on the go, but it never seemed like I made any headway. I felt like I was drifting. And when it all came to, when we moved here, and because of that, I started writing this as a manifesto to myself to understand what I was going through and to sort it out, to reflect on what I was experiencing so that I could learn from it. And I put those all in this book, and I've been working on it, refining it, and I finally feel released, like it's ready, like it's time to bring to the world. And I truly believe this book has helped define my life. It has helped transform my life, my thinking, and I know that if you are here listening to my voice today, that it will help you. Why? Because you're a change maker. That's why you're here. You are seeking to grow. You are seeking to achieve something in your life. And this book will help. It helped me tremendously. I know it's going to help you. So today we're talking about one of the chapters, chapter 2 in the book, which is Anchored is Shutting Up. Now, what do I mean? So many people talk about their dreams. They talk about their goals. They're always yapping about, I have this new idea that I'm going to do, and I'm going to go do this, and I'm going to write that book, and I'm going to be rich. I'm going to make the next app. I'm going to build the next Uber. It's, it's the Airbnb for fill in the blank. It's going to be disruptive. We have these I'm gonnas, this talk, this hot air. But guess what, guys? It amounts to nothing. And worse than that, worse than it amounting to nothing, it actually amounts to something. It fills our stomach with a sense of achievement, a sense of success. And when we begin to talk about our dreams incessantly, and it's in the name of brainstorming. It's in the name of seeing if it's a good idea. It's in the name of connecting and networking with people to bring those people around us so that we can build something together. But when we talk incessantly about those ideas, there are one of 4 things that can happen when you share your ideas. And I'm going to go through those 4 things today. First, the person that you share your dream with will think that you are brilliant. Now, this is like the worst thing that can happen to you. If you have people around you who are like, oh, mashallah, my goodness, you are so smart. You're a genius. You're gonna, wow. Did you hear that, Fatima? Did you hear what she's gonna do? Oh my goodness. She's gonna change the world. Oh, she's gonna open her cake shop. I can see it now. You're great at making cakes. I can see it now. Oh, everyone's going to buy your cakes. Wow. I can almost taste those cakes. This is what our friends do. We get in a circle, we get in a room, and we all one up each other. Next thing you know, Fatima's like, oh yeah, I'm going to open a jewelry shop and it's going to be the best diamonds and the this and the that and no. And we go around and we one up ourselves while praising the other person about how brilliant they are. But what it does, it fills our stomach with a feeling of satisfaction as if we have already accomplished our tasks. And it actually weakens and undermines our motivation to go out and work hard to accomplish that task. Why? Because everyone around us is saying, oh, that's great. You can do it. I believe in you. You're going to be successful. And we get that praise. We get that affection. We get that approval. And it actually takes out the drive from within us to actually go out and achieve and to have real results, to then show our friends the real results, because we already got the affirmation from our peers. That is so dangerous when we're just praised and flattered to death. If you are in those peer groups, watch out. Flattery will kill you. The second thing that is just as destructive is a person will find your idea absolutely stupid, assume that you're an idiot, and leave you discouraged and tempted to discard your dream altogether. They'd be like, "Oh yeah, that won't work. That could never work. Oh, don't you know the economy here? Don't you know what's happening? Don't you know the global warming? It's gonna happen. You know, I wouldn't buy that beachfront property and build a hotel there. Don't you know it's just all going to flood within a matter of years? Oh, you know, the stock market, it's going to crash. Oh, no, yeah. I wouldn't start that company. They go on and on and on and on about why your idea is not going to work. It doesn't matter what idea you have. They're going to find a reason to shut it down and say, nah, not gonna work. It's not gonna happen. You dumb. You stupid. Don't do it. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, so-and-so tried that. Guys, when you share it with those people, they're just gonna discourage you and be like, yeah, you're right. Why didn't I think? I mean, an asteroid could hit the Earth in 1,000 years from now and all my hard work would go to waste. I should just simmer down and take a back seat and float through life. What was I thinking? Yeah, let's watch another Netflix episode. Great idea. Okay, the third person, and I had this encountered with me when I was actually in the process of writing this book. I shared with someone, yeah, you know, I'm writing this book, Anchor, the Discipline to Stop Drifting, and it's about this and that, and no, and they're like, cool. Crickets. I'm like, oh. So the third is the person will be neutral, leaving you insecure, wondering what they really think about the idea, wondering if they think the idea is good. And what it did to me, it caused me to postpone my action. It caused me to wait until my dream was a little clearer. I stopped working on it because I started doubting myself, because I'm like, well, I don't know. They weren't too excited about it. They didn't seem really stoked on the idea. Maybe it's not good. Yeah, I'm probably not good at writing. You know, yeah. And, you know, it's really hard. I mean, who reads? No one's reading these days. I mean, come on, guys. Really? No one's reading these days? I mean, people are reading more today than ever before. There's more people who read than ever before in history. So, guys, those neutral people, it's not like they're meaning poorly. I'm sure they mean well. But what happens is that interior narrative that begins to click, at least clicks over in me, of like, maybe it's not. Maybe I need to refine it more. Maybe I need to not work on it. Maybe I should just ditch it and do something else. Yeah, you know, it's not going to work anyways. That's the third scenario. The fourth scenario, and this is the only positive result of sharing your dreams, of sharing your goals, of telling people what you're gonna do. This is the only positive one. But in order to have this positive one happen, we have to be sure, we have to know the type of person that we're sharing our dreams or our goals or our gonnas with. And it's this. The fourth person This type of person will offer help. They will offer resources and connections, accountability, encouragement. They will offer critical and refining criticism and feedback and partnership to enable you to fulfill your dream, to put action and feet, to put momentum behind your dream. You want to find these people. If you do not have this person, do not talk about your dreams and your goals. Instead, work on your dreams and your goals. Talk amounts to nothing. Work produces results. Talk amounts to nothing. So, if you have a person like this in your life, a person that you know is going to be challenging, who's going to be supportive, who's going to say, okay, I love that. Let's talk through and think through how can we make this dream a reality. Okay, you want to open a store that sells dresses. Okay, let's work out the best place. You want to open a coffee shop? Okay, let's work out how much should your rent be? What's the footfall of that location? You work through it. You want to find those people who will not praise you, who will not condemn you, who will not just be neutral and stand back and cross their arms and say, well, let's see what they can do. You want to find the person or group of people who are going to put their time, energy, and effort behind you as an individual to see if this dream and this goal can manifest into reality through hard work. So that is a little snippet. There's so much more, actually, some other stories that I was about to share from this chapter of Anchor, the Discipline to Stop Drifting. But if you want those, you can go and grab the book on Amazon. And hey, if you're listening to a podcast like you are right now, you probably like audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I like the ability to listen to a book while I drive, which is why I like podcasts. So the audiobook will be coming out shortly as well. Sign up on the email list at lucasgrobot.com. If you sign up, I will let you know exactly precisely when the book is released and the audiobook is released, and you'll get some extra goodies, some deeper insights and information where I can help and serve you, because you were born with a divine purpose and destiny over your life, which you have an obligation to the rest of the world to fulfill. I believe that. So thank you for listening. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. And finally, I'm Lucas Grobot, your change maker, and this is where destiny is woven.